Hey, welcome back to Anthony's Check-In. Another view here with Amala, April, and she has she's gonna respond to a salon owner who made some comments about the Trump election. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it here. Let me pull this up. Boo, scatta bang. Take it from the top.
A beauty salon owner decided to go on an angry rant against Trump supporters in the... A beauty salon owner decided to go on an angry rant... A beauty salon owner decided to go on an angry rant against Trump supporters in the wake of the 2024 election, calling them racist, homophobes, misogynists. You've heard it. You know what these people are saying. And apparently this has backfired quite immensely for her as she's losing almost all of her clientele. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into today's video, please like and subscribe. Yes, we've seen many an individual hop on the internet and rant about Trump winning the 2024 election, going after his supporters. We've seen this in our average Joe American citizens. We've even seen it with Hollywood celebrities. And today we're going to be focusing in on a beauty salon owner out of Idaho. Now, she apparently posted some sort of rant online that has led her to lose some clientele. And we have videos that talk about the progression of her clientele loss. Let's watch video number 1.
So this is me suffering the consequences of my own actions. I just had a client send her husband into my salon and demand a refund for gift cards pre-purchased because of my stance that if you support a racist, homophobic, misogynist rapist, and you're okay with those things because you supported them, that you are in fact those things.
Strong words.
And
This is how to get in shape fast.
This is your body. These balloons represent your internal organs, and these marshmallows represent
Just for one moment. If you support him, you're also a rape?
Yeah, I have to get a YouTube Premium to get rid of these commercials. They're kind of getting annoying.
Anyways, I digress.
she was so offended by that she said that she did not feel comfortable coming to my salon anymore.
Yeah, no duh.
And he demanded, and I said, I don't give refunds on gift cards, but he was just being rude. And so I didn't want to deal with him anymore. And I didn't want to deal with them anyway because I knew that whole family were Trump supporters because I've been doing her for 15 years. I've been to her family functions and family events. She's given me gifts over the years.
Hey.
Like, she was a very good client.
Yeah.
And I knew that she was Republican, which I don't have a problem with you being a Republican.
Yes, you do.
I have a problem with you wanting to strip human rights away from people. And now it's become evidently clear that Project
Yeah, who made you the
2025 was
human right
agenda,
police?
and I will stand up for human rights and suffer those consequences because
And suffer
I will
you
stand
must.
up for interracial marriage. I will
And
stand
must
up
you
for same-sex
suffer.
marriage. I will stand up for every right of every trans person.
And if
in
you
this
want to
country.
hug a
I will
tree and
stand
love
up
a
for the
tree,
rights of women
I'll stand up
and
for you
be-
too.
And being able to decide their own bodily autonomy for themselves.
You want to murder babies?
Interracial marriage
I'll
and gay
stand up
marriage,
for you
what are you
too.
talking about? These are not on the chopping block. You can chill. You don't have to worry. And it's so interesting that she seemingly had a very good relationship with this woman. The woman brought her gifts. She was going to her family functions. She's been doing her hair for 15 years. And you decide to cut off this very fruitful relationship because of who she voted for? Make it make sense. And I'm seeing this so much in the wake of this last
Yeah, listen, none of this stuff makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is that they're mentally ill. These people are mentally ill. They're really stupid and retarded.
election on both sides of the aisle, but let's be honest, it's mainly a...
Oh, can't say that word in YouTube. Okay, They're a really raccoon.
Amongst leftists, they're cutting off very important relationships in their lives. Not to say that this one is all that important, but they're doing so for the sake of their political ideology and making a stand for human rights, even though a lot of the human rights that they feel are on the chopping block are not. You're gonna be okay. And I'm going to let it be known that for most of these people, the relationship that they're cutting off is far more important than the stance that they're making. And I think they're gonna learn that hopefully before it's too late. But let's keep watching.
I will stand up for those basic human rights. And if I lose a client because I stand up for human rights and you are offended, which by the way, if you're offended that I said that, you might want to do some inner work, because the racism and the homophobia and the misogyny in this country is so deeply ingrained in your subconscious that you are unwilling to understand anything.
Ooh.
Then there's no hope.
Yeah, so now she's like a shrink analyzing everyone else.
I can't understand it for you. So if you want to not be my client anymore because I stand up for human rights, like I said in my video, if the shoe fits, wear it with your whole foot, Cinderella.
Wow, the moral superiority is just amazing. The condescension is amazing. You just simply don't understand what I understand. And for me, it's about human rights. For you, I don't know what it's about. Human wrongs? It's just so wild to hear it said out loud, and it's so clear that what's really driving her is moral superiority and sitting on her high horse and judging those who she feels are beneath her. It's not really about human rights. And it's not about her being judged for her opinion either. She's allowed to have her opinion, to vote for whoever it is she wants to vote for. But she decided to hop on the internet and accuse those with differing opinions of being racist, misogynistic homophobes. A disagreement is a disagreement, but now you're just going around insulting people. And yes, you are going to deal with the consequences of those actions. And apparently we have another update from this woman where she has lost even more clientele because she decides to keep yapping on the internet.
Dropping like flies. I lost another one of my clients today who clearly was a Trump supporter. And they sent me a message. They never cancel their appointment. They don't have the courage to cancel their appointment. And it's just rude. But anyway, she
consider yourself lucky. You're gonna make some extra money.
Like, hey, I had you down at 3, just making sure you're on your way. I'm making sure you're okay. And she wrote back, "Dear Tiffany," spelled my name wrong. "I am so sorry that this last election has upset you so much as to elicit the hateful public post you made on TikTok. Not once, but twice. I have really thought highly about you, and your posts have broken my heart. Since you have made it clear how you feel about anyone who doesn't share your opinion, I feel you have left no opinion but for me to move on. I wish you the best, and I am terribly sorry."
It's a very respectful message.
Very nice.
So, just continuing to lose clients, and I would rather go work at Chipotle, and I was not lying when I said that I was headed to my Chipotle interview, because I did apply to Chipotle because I'm not going to ask for a handout, and it's been a rough year. I'm a single mom, and my ex-husband does help me out a lot.
It's going to get rougher
because I refuse to ask for help. But I would rather go and do what I need to do and work at Chipotle after my 22-year career in this industry, and refuse to let people feel comfortable in my space to support racism, homophobia, and misogyny, and a rapist. I would rather go work there than have people feel comfortable in my space.
Okay.
With that, and
You're
that
on your
mentality.
way.
So, again, I'm reaping what I sow. I am suffering the consequences of my
No, you're not
actions.
suffering.
But I stand by what I said. I
So you're not
absolutely
suffering.
stand by what I said. And so if you see me working at Chipotle as a business owner and a salon owner of 22 years, say hi. Be kind, because this life is hard.
No, I'm going to be kind.
Control and domination, that's the goal of all power systems. They can be resisted.
Say hi. Be kind. Something she couldn't manage to do for her Trump-supporting clients. She had to hurl insults at them. She had to call them racist, homophobes, misogynists, even rapists, I guess, as she said in her first video. And this is honestly such a sad story that she couldn't set aside her own political ideology to simply do her job, which is something that I guess she's passionate about. She's been doing it for over 20 years, people's hair. Why couldn't you just allow yourself to keep going? Because you've been serving Trump supporters and Republicans and doing their hair for quite some time now, but all of a sudden you feel the need to make this stance and to hurl these insults at your clientele, and it's only gone to bite you in the ass further. Rather than you making any sort of stand or achieving any moral high ground or doing anything for any of the causes you've cared about, you've just ruined your life and your passion. And she says, you know what, I'd rather be at Chipotle serving people than doing this if it means I can stand up for what I believe in. But when you were a hairdresser, you were serving Trump supporters, and apparently you have an issue with that, and you need to let them know how horrible they are. When you're at Chipotle, you're also going to be serving Trump supporters. Whoever comes in that line is going to have whatever political opinions they want, and they'll be able to espouse them freely right in front of you as you're working. And now you're going to be obligated to serve Trump supporters no matter what. You don't get to pick your clients. You don't get to pick who you give a haircut to, as you could in your previous business. You've just really hurt yourself and shot yourself in the foot. You have even less control now than you did before, if not being around Trump supporters was your goal. So all in all, this is just another one of those examples where I feel like somebody just gets blinded by their own political agenda and their emotions, and they lead with those super strong emotions rather than taking a moment and a deep breath and thinking about how this is going to impact them. Now, she might stand here and say, I'm ready to deal with the consequences of my own actions, because she has no choice but to deal with those consequences. But
and also to add that she's a single mom. It's bad enough as it is. So now she's taken money away, resources away from a child or children.
But I have to...
Yeah, she didn't really think this one out. She didn't think it out. Like I said, these people are like, they got some screws loose.
Wonder, deep down, does she feel like maybe I shouldn't have made that post? Maybe I shouldn't have thrown out those accusations. And maybe I had some pretty valuable customers who were treating me well, who I was, attending their family functions. They were giving me gifts that I didn't judge properly. And I should have held that back. I should have held my tongue a little bit and waited for my emotions to subside and to figure out whether or not what I'm feeling is actually based in reality. Instead, she's getting a different reality check that exists in the form of her losing her business and having to work at Chipotle. And I don't want to hate on this woman any further. It's just been an interesting case study, a bit of analysis on what happens when we make decisions like this. And it's something that we all could learn from, regardless of what your political affiliations are. In so many different facets of our life, we do these knee-jerk reactions that end up biting us in the ass. And I feel like that's exactly what she dealt with. So maybe don't go with reaction number one. Or if you do, give it some time to settle in so that you feel as though you've made the right decision. Because I can say with almost 100% certainty in this case, she made the wrong decision, and a decision that was not based in fact, in truth, in reality. And now she's dealing with the consequences. Guys, those are just my thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, if you disagree with anything said in this video, duke it out, but do so respectfully. We encourage healthy debate on this channel. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Yeah, that's it for that. That's Anthony checking out again. Please like, subscribe. I know these videos are kind of rough, but hey, I haven't fine-tuned my art. I'm just jumping into it. I need to get some more equipment and get a little bit more practice at this. But nevertheless, hey, it is what you do. I am not waiting for the right moment to do something right. I making mistakes as you go, and it's all kind of live. All right, so please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell for any time that I pop up online or when I post a new video. I have this soundboard here. Before I shut it off, I'm going to see if I could, if it's functioning. Every time that I pop up online or when I post a new video. FBI, open up! Soundboard here. Before I shut it off, I'm going to see if I could, if it's functioning. Pop up online or when I post a new video. FBI, open up! Yeah, that's my FBI soundboard there. So I was able to hear that. Yeah, that's my FBI sound. Yeah, also too, I'm going to try to add a couple more files to this soundboard. Build it up. Figure out how to do that. All right, Anthony, checking out.